A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a groundbreaking move, former Prime Minister Lord David Cameron has publicly endorsed the proposed legislation to legalize assisted dying for terminally ill adults, marking a significant shift in his stance on the controversial issue. In an op-ed published in The Times, Cameron articulated his evolving perspective, stating that the current proposal is not about ending life, it is about shortening death. This statement comes ahead of a crucial debate scheduled for Friday in the House of Commons, where the Terminally Ill Adults, End-of-Life bill will be presented for a second reading. Cameron, who previously opposed assisted dying due to concerns over the potential for vulnerable individuals to be coerced into ending their lives, now believes that the safeguards included in the new bill adequately protect against such risks. He emphasized that the proposed legislation has been designed with robust measures to ensure that any decision made by terminally ill patients is both voluntary and informed. Many of these safeguards will be familiar from previous proposals, he noted. But this new bill protects the vulnerable still further, including by making coercion a criminal offense. As the first former prime minister to support this bill, Cameron's endorsement carries significant weight, especially as other former leaders, including Gordon Brown, Boris Johnson, and Theresa May, have voiced their opposition. Brown, a longtime critic of assisted dying, expressed his concerns on BBC Radio 4, arguing that such a law could fundamentally alter society's attitude towards the elderly, seriously ill, and disabled individuals. He warned that the caring professions might lose their exclusive role as caregivers, potentially leading to a dangerous societal shift. The Terminally Ill Adults, End-of-Life bill, introduced by Labour MP Kim Leadbeater, seeks to allow terminally ill patients who are expected to die within 6 months to request assistance in dying, provided they meet specific criteria. Under the proposed law, applicants must be over 18, residents of England and Wales, registered with a GP for at least a year, and possess the mental capacity to make an informed decision. The bill mandates that a clear and settled wish to die must be expressed at every stage of the process, free from any form of coercion. Cameron posed critical questions to assess the bill's implications, including whether sufficient safeguards exist to protect vulnerable individuals, the potential for a slippery slope effect, the impact on the NHS, and whether the law would lead to a significant reduction in human suffering. He concluded that he found it difficult to argue against the idea that the law could indeed alleviate suffering for many. As the debate approaches, the political landscape remains divided. While some members of the cabinet, including Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy and Energy Secretary Ed Miliband, have expressed their support for the bill, others, such as Health Secretary Wes Streeting and Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood, have indicated their opposition. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has remained non-committal, opting not to pressure his party members as they prepare for the upcoming vote. The bill is expected to face intense scrutiny and debate, with proponents arguing that the current state of laws surrounding assisted dying is inadequate and that the proposed changes could prevent very harrowing, very distressing deaths. Critics, however, remain concerned about the ethical implications and the potential for unintended consequences within the healthcare system. In the wake of Cameron's endorsement, the conversation surrounding assisted dying in the UK is poised to gain momentum. As the debate unfolds, the voices of terminally ill individuals who wish for the right to choose their end-of-life care will likely become increasingly prominent. With public opinion on assisted dying shifting, the outcome of the vote in the House of Commons could set a precedent for future legislation in the treatment of terminally ill patients in the UK. As discussions continue, it is clear that the topic of assisted dying will remain a contentious issue, with passionate arguments on both sides. Whether the bill will pass remains uncertain, but the growing support from influential figures like Lord David Cameron suggests that the conversation is far from over. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.